Right guys, this is the next day after I've recorded the video that you're going to watch. You'll notice that I've had a shave. Yeah, I've got a bit of a spot or something here, don't know what it is. I've learned a lesson in this video, and let's just have a look at something. Right, this can down here, this is the can that I used for the front wheels, for the front caliper. It's also the same colour I used for the engine cover. If we go to this wheel, so if you look at that, let's come to the back that I did for the video. It's a different blue. That is the can that I've used for the back. This is the can that I've used for the front. What differences can you see? Number one, that is lighter than that. This writing, this band here, is lighter than that. Both gloss finish, that's got a slight blue, that's grey, both beautiful blue. Come around to the other side of the car. Look at this one here. If you look in there, see that little, I don't know if it's actually going to focus, I've done a little tester there. That's that little blue patch there is the old can. They're completely different blue. I'm going to have to redo the back calipers to match the fronts. It's the wrong bloody blue, even though it's the same can, the same company, their cans are different. So the lesson I've learned is do them all at the same time with the same batch of paint. Don't use a different batch of paint and leave it 10 months between doing one job to the next. Right, back with another video. So today you join me sat on the floor by my wheels. Paint the calipers today. Obviously I've done the fronts before, and so anybody that says, oh, that paint's not going to last, it's not going to stand up to the job. I did my fronts nearly a year ago when I first got the car. Never got round to doing the backs. So let's just have a look at the fronts. So there we go, there's the fronts. And we're going with this blue. Obviously there is a little chip just there. Focus. No, it doesn't even want to show you that there's a chip, which I will be touching up, but with a paintbrush. But today we're doing the rears. Obviously they're black at the moment. I don't want to do them blue. So we have got, I've got some black here because I might redo the dust covers. Colour it, beautiful blue. This was from my local, around £1, £3 a can. There is a link for it on Amazon, which I'll put in the description, and there are loads of colours, loads and loads. We also have some degreaser, some masking tape, craft knives, and a brush for cleaning up the calipers first. Yep, I'm not using primer. Didn't use primer on the front. And they weren't black already. Obviously these ones on the back have been painted black already, but this paint, you don't need primer with it. Where does it say? I've used it before. I've used it on my engine cover, used it on the front wheels, I've used it on loads of stuff. So we don't need, here, let's just go through the all-purpose spray paint for interiors, exteriors on metal, plastic and wood. So get the wheel off, jack it up, wheel off, clean it up, mask it up, and I'll be back with you shortly. Right, that's the wheel off, so jacked up, wheels are chocked, all safe. So this is old bottle I've got, so we'll spray a load of this on first. Great stuff around the house, everywhere. Don't like that it's creaking a bit, and then we'll just get in and give it all a good clean up. Probably do a couple of coats of this just to get it all cleaned up. Clean up everywhere we want to spray. Go around here because I think I will go over these with black again just to brighten them up a bit. Right. Let's just rinse those down. I think I'll give them another blast with the elbow grease, but it is getting in everywhere. See this attachment I've got here, I've had it for yard disc before I had a pressure washer, but it's nice just for, don't need to get the pressure washer out and have all the noise. Right, go back over this with the brush again. It's hard to tell whether this dirt is coming off the brush or the calipers. We are going to have to make sure that these are dry before we start spraying paint on. Rinse that off again. Still dirty in there. Right, I'll get back to you once these are completely cleaned up. Right, so there we go, we're masked up. I've put a little bit of tape in here over the brake pads. Obviously you don't want to do this on a windy day because you're going to get paint everywhere. Unfortunately, it's a very still day today, so I'll just be able to, there's a little bit of wind blowing on that plastic, but be able to get it straight on there. So yeah, beautiful blue. Same colour as the tape, could have just wrapped them in masking tape, couldn't I? Give this a shake up and we'll get some paint on there. Right, I'll try and do this one-handed, but we shall see what happens. Just nice little light coats. I think I might need to do some more masking. I don't know. But what I do know is I can't do this one-handed. Back to you when it's all covered. Right, so that's the first coat on. It's only a very light coat. While we're waiting for that to dry, we'll get the barrels of these cleaned out. Again, I'll be using the elbow grease. Right, let that soak in a moment. Right. And the hose, oh, turn it back on. Just move that away from the wheel in case it squirts first. Away from the... Dun, dun. Missed anywhere? A few bits down there. But yeah, elbow grease is really good on wheels for getting them clean, and on your tyres. You don't need these expensive gimmicks that detailing companies try to sell you. Just go to your local around a pound and see what you can get in there. Same with the caliper paint. Yeah, you can buy expensive caliper paint, but is it really needed? Right, we'll let that dry and we will get back to another coat over here. Right, I'll get some more paint on there. Right, that's 2 coats on there now. It's all gone on very nicely. So, hair go out, pop a bit of heat on it. Right, I'll come back to you once this is all dry and demasked, and then we'll get the wheel back on. Right, it's all done. Just put a bit of tyre shine on as well, and yes, there's some spray paint on the brake discs, but that will rub off once within a couple of miles anyway. Let's just spin you around. So there we are. So yeah, there's a bit there of the blue, and then I've got some of the black because I didn't mask off for the backing plate. So that's there. I'm gonna touch up the bits on that front side. All I'm going to do to touch it up is spray some paint in here, cotton buds. Which one are we? That one. Just come down to the front wheel. Get a bit of paint on this cotton bud and just touch it in. So that will cover up the little chips, and then I'm going to go and do the other side off camera. But there we go. Obviously that at the moment looks a lot brighter than the ones at the front. It is the same paint, but it will darken up as it dries a bit more. I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to go do the other side off camera. What's it cost me in total? Can of paint was £3. The black paint was, I'd already got that, but that was £3. Bit of elbow grease, £1.50, and a bit of masking tape and a carrier bag. So yeah, it's as easy as that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.